Well, good evening, everyone. My name's Beck, and I'd love to welcome you to our Create Your Own Freedom event. It is already the 19th of September 2017, and if you're here for the first time, we'd love to welcome you. You may have been invited by someone that you know to have a look at this link. They may be thinking that this would resonate with you or someone that you know. So thank you so much for taking the time out to have a look at what we've been doing over here in WA. My husband and I have been involved in the Juice Plus business now for 18 months. And in that time, it's really changed our health, and it's also changed our financial health. So we all know that the world is changing faster than ever. Things that used to take years are now taking months. And the workplace is really being impacted by this speed of change. You only have to go to Coles or Kmart to see that people are being replaced by machines, and there's a lot of uncertainty around the workplace, especially over here in Western Australia with the downturn in mining. So there's a fair bit of stress around finances, and the cost of living, of course, is only increasing. So people are finding they have a lot less time and less freedom. About 18 months ago, I was introduced to this business by my friend Belinda. We were 2 years into our trip around Australia, and physically I was feeling so unhealthy. I had a 3 and a 4-year-old in a caravan, and I was getting woken up 4 or 5 times a night, and I was literally living on chocolate and coffee to sustain me. And at any opportunity I had, I would be sitting down because I was just really not coping. I had a mouthful of ulcers, and I had really bad eczema as well. So when I saw Belinda's post on Facebook, I was really keen to know more about the product because I just knew that I needed to do something about my health. And as soon as I got on the product, my energy was just so much better. That foggy mummy brain lifted, and I just started to feel human again, which was awesome. I was able to play with my kids, even kick the ball instead of sitting in my deck chair, just taking a breather. I'd actually be up kicking the ball with the kids, going for walks, and just loving the new energy that I had. And over the course of the next couple of months, my eczema left, my mouth ulcers cleared up, and I just felt like a new person. So it was in the first week of taking the product I decided I could really recommend this product as I travelled around Australia, and what a great way to make money while putting my kids first. I am a high school teacher, but I really didn't want to have to do relief teaching around Australia. That didn't sound like any kind of fun to me. And the whole point of our trip was to spend time with our kids, so I really didn't want to leave them and go off to a job. So this really ticked all the boxes. And now we've decided to settle down, and we've moved from Queensland to Western Australia and settled down. And this business has really helped sustain us during that change and the big move. So I'm really excited about the financial future that this is bringing us as a family. And I'm really excited to share it with other people as well. My husband's a builder, but he really wants to do something different. So as my business grows, that's going to give him more freedom to be able to do that, which is awesome. Because we know often we get stuck in jobs, but we have bills to pay and our choices are limited. So this is really giving us more choices, which is great. So tonight we're going to share some stories with you, not only of how the product has transformed people's health, but also about this incredible business opportunity. So stick around and have a listen to the stories from different people. I'm really grateful that I came across that post that day. I don't know where I'd be without this energy. I certainly wouldn't be the greatest of mums, I know, and I'd be probably down on myself about not doing it right and not having the energy that I want. So I'm on a mission now to share this with other people, because I know there's lots of other people out there that are not feeling at their peak in their health, and who are struggling financially. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to hand over to Carlina. She's a beautiful mum who's joined our business, and she's going to share with us a little bit about our amazing product and program. So thanks, Carlina. over to you,
Thanks so
Carly.
much, Beck. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yep.
Okay, sorry. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. So I get to talk to you about our amazing products. Juice Plus came into my life about 10 months ago now. And at the time I had a lot of stress in my life. And as a result, I was neglecting not only mine, but also my family's health. And we definitely weren't getting the recommended 9 to 13 serves of fruit and veg a day. I was really run down and I was tired and relying on Red Bull and chocolate to get me through the day. And I was stressed to the point where I was grinding my teeth that badly at night that I actually snapped off my front tooth. And my anxiety and depression were just out of control. I was literally making my family's lives miserable. So when I came across the products, it just made complete sense to me that by flooding my body with more fruits and vegetables, it was only going to help me. And this was a really super convenient and affordable way to do that. So within the first day of taking Juice Plus, I actually felt amazing. I had so much energy and I was calm and happy for the first time in such a long time. And I'm happy to say that I haven't had nor needed a Red Bull since. And my anxiety has subsided and I no longer get stressed like I used to. So these are our fruit, vegetable and berry capsules. They help bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. And what I love most about this is that there's an ingredients list on the back and it's real food. You can actually understand what it is. There's over 30 different fruits and veggies in the capsules, and the product's been around for 25 years. And Juice Plus actually knew that kale was cool 25 years ago. They're actually the largest growers of kale in the world, which is really cool. So like I said, the product's been around for 25 years, so it's a long-standing product. Now, I'm not a facts and figures person, but for those of you who are, the research and science behind this product is amazing. We have around 38 peer-reviewed gold standard medical studies published in medical journals. So we're talking pharmaceutical grade research, and so our products are completely backed by science. I don't have time to go into all that right now, but the two standouts for me is that the product's actually proven to increase your immune system and decrease inflammation. So disease and illness are a form of inflammation. So by eating more fruits and vegetables, you're going to decrease disease and create a better immune system. The other standout for me is that the product is safe. So if you can eat fruits and veggies, you can take Juice Plus. It's even safe if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, and even for young children, which is really cool because there's not a lot of products out there nowadays which actually are safe for pregnant and breastfeeding women. Is fractured nutrients, and it's usually synthetically derived. Our bodies can't actually absorb anything synthetic, so that's why we get that bright yellow disco coloured whey, because we're literally just weeing it out of our bodies. Our product is actually bioavailable, so because it's whole food, our body recognises it and it's absorbed straight into the bloodstream within 5 minutes, and none of it is wasted. All the produce that goes in here picked at their peak ripeness, and that's when they're most nutrient dense. They're then pulped, skin and all, and dried at really low temperatures to remove all the water and sugar. The powder is then encapsulated so that it preserves all the enzymes and so that it's not damaged by the air. We also have a children's chewable version. They're so good, which are completely natural, no nasties or fillers. The best part is when you're taking the product in to get their product for free, the children become part of a worldwide health study, and we actually have over 1 million kids taking part so far. So my kids love these, and as a result, they're craving more fruits and veggies, and For two of my children, they've gone from being in wet rats and using steroid creams, being eczema free within 4 weeks of using our product. Oh, I've got 2 chocolates here, sorry. We have a chocolate and a vanilla. My kids and I have one of these each day, blended up with some fruit on the way to school, and it's a good feeling to know that they're heading off to school with happy, healthy tummies, and they think that they're getting just a chocolate or vanilla shake. They're full of ingredients like spirulina, alfalfa sprouts, the list goes on, and it's put into convenience sachets to preserve the enzymes, and it's actually approved by the Therapeutic Goods Association. So when you combine this powder with the capsules, you're actually getting around 70 plant-based ingredients into your diet every day. And that would be really hard to do without these products. I also love that when you're on the products, you get a lifetime membership for free into our Juicy Body Transformation program. It's a healthy foods and lifestyle program that's great for the whole family. It's an online program and it's loaded with hundreds of healthy recipes. They're family friendly, we have meal plans, shopping guides, and so much more. We've got chocolate guides, a Thermomix conversion, and we also have other content such as gratitude projects. So we've just had the 30 Days of Gratitude project. So it's full of amazing content and there's so much support. We even have a weight loss component for those people that want to lose weight. And the best part is there's no nation. It's all about eating real food and creating healthy cultures in the home, which is something that I'm really passionate about. So stories. So we're going to hear from a beautiful mum now called Rachel, and she's going to share with us a bit of information around her product story. Over to you, Rach.
Hey, thanks, Carlina. It's great to hear so much about our products, and I've just been taking the product now for about 15, 16 months, and it's totally changed my life. I started the product back in May last year, and at the time I was so run down. I was working, still working full time, but single mum, juggling my son who has clinical anxiety, and just really feeling stretched to more than I could cope at the time. And we were really just making poor food choices as we went through our day, rushing from, activity to activity, and not really eating properly. And I was exhausted. I was just burning the candle at both ends, trying to get through life. So my sister Beck introduced me to the product, and I started taking the capsules, and I just instantly felt energy. My son said to me, "Mum, I'm never going to stop taking the product." And I said, "Why?" He was only 10 at the time. I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because I actually feel like I'm awake in the morning when he woke up." And for him, that was a huge thing. Mornings were really tricky, and getting him to school was a really difficult thing. And actually last year, his school refusal improved. He was able to reduce his anxiety medication twice. And his diet has improved so much in the last 12 months. He's actually stabilized his weight, and that's helping with his self-esteem. I also suffer from endometriosis, and I was finding that I just wasn't able to exercise. I was in pain most of the time and needing to take pain relief nearly every day. What I've found since taking the product is that my pain has reduced significantly. I now can go to the gym and I don't have pain. I rarely have to take pain relief, and it's just totally changed our lives. We both use the shakes now, and I love them for just meals on the run. If I'm running out the door in the morning, I use the shakes as a really healthy option for breakfast instead of stopping at the bakery on the way to school. So for us, it's just been amazing. Caleb finds it's easier to concentrate at school, and I've definitely found my mood has improved. I don't get those afternoon slumps where I was reaching for coffee and sugar. I feel like I'm much more positive. and I'm able to cope with stress a lot better. So it's just been amazing. So grateful for being introduced to the products. I'm going to hand you back to Beck now. Thanks, Beck.
Thanks so much, Rach. Well, such amazing and powerful stories about what this product is doing for us. And that's one of the reasons why I love what I do. But this is also an amazing business opportunity as well. So I'm going to hand back to Rach, and she's going to just tell us a little bit about some of the skepticisms that sometimes come up around a business like this. Thanks, Rach.
Thanks, Beck. Yeah, so I guess after I started the products, I decided pretty quickly, my background's nursing, and I decided pretty quickly that I wanted to share this with lots of people. So started the business, and I was a bit worried, a bit skeptical, thinking, oh, you know, what type of business is this? And a lot of people asked me when I first started, was it a pyramid scheme? It's a question we get asked a lot, and often comes up at the start, and I was able to say, look, pyramid schemes are illegal. They've been made illegal since the 70s, so it's definitely not a pyramid scheme. Juice Plus has been around for nearly 30 years, and you know, it's in 27 countries across the world, so if it was a pyramid scheme, it would definitely have been found out. What I can say though, coming from a nursing healthcare background, is that pyramids are really what the business structure is in most traditional companies or businesses. And for me, that was true in nursing. You know, as a newly trained nurse, I had to go to uni and apply for a job in the hospitals, and that was really competitive. And we all start out as a little pleb graduate nurse, and then we have to do more study and compete for registered nurse positions, and we get them. And then as we go up the career structure in nursing, there becomes fewer and fewer positions as you get to the top, and eventually there's only one position at the top. That's the executive director of nursing. And you know, to be able to get to these higher positions, you either have to wait for somebody to die or to retire, and so they're really, really hard to come by. So that to me is a true pyramid structure to a company. Whereas with Juice Plus, I think of it as more of a rectangle. What I love about it is you don't have to have training or any specific skill set when you start out in the company. We have an amazing system that we get taught, and we get mentored by our team, our upline, and we all start out at the bottom as a virtual franchisee. And as we get help, we learn how to share the product and the business with people. And basically, there's no limit to how many positions there are in this company. So every person that starts down here has the chance to move up to these top positions of national marketing directors. So anybody and everybody could get up there if they want to, if that's what they choose to do. So the only way to get up there though is by helping other people, and that's what I love about this business. Is it's about recommending and supporting people. We have this amazing team which just loves on each other so much. It's just such a positive thing to be part of and to grow in. It's just been a wonderful 12 months for me in the business. I've learned so much about myself and so much about being able to share with people. I just love it. It's so positive. The other skepticism that people have is they worry that they have to basically bash people over the head and chase people down to get them to buy the product, and that they won't have enough people that they know that they'll be able to share with. And I guess that was one of my concerns. I didn't want to, be approaching people and them running in the opposite direction. I didn't want it to affect my friendships and all my family relationships. What I've found out over the 12 months is that it's a real myth that you have to know lots of people. Beck shared earlier that she started in the company. Belinda was the lady that introduced the product to Beck, and Beck introduced it to me. I have introduced it to a lady by the name of Dora, and Dora introduced it to a lady by the name of Alex. I've also introduced it to about few other people, and Bex introduced it to lots of other people, and so has Belinda. So as you can see, it just grows naturally. And Belinda, actually, I didn't know Belinda before I started. I've met her since, and met some of the people up here since, but the only person I knew was Bex, and the only person Dora knew was me. So you only actually need to know one person, and then you will learn, and you will get to meet so many more people as your business grows. Yeah, so we call this the popcorn effect. Yeah, I'm going to hand back now to Beck, and she's going to share about how we get paid in this business, which is also very exciting.
Thanks so much, Rach. Yeah, I'm so glad that we all have equal opportunity, and that just creates such an encouraging community where we're just helping each other do our best and punch out some goals, and yeah, just go for it, which is awesome. And I love too that we get to meet like-minded people, and a lot of you guys on the event tonight I didn't know beforehand, so it's a great way to make some real quality friends. So I get to talk now about how we get paid, which is also a little bit different to traditional business. So I'm going to get my trusty whiteboard up. Hopefully you guys can see that. So we get paid in 3 different ways in the Juice Plus business, which is really cool. Our retail commission is the first way, and basically that's the money that we get paid for the sales that we make in our business. So when you sell product to a customer, you get retail commission. And one of the things I love about our business is that we are basically just connecting our customers with head office. So we just put their order in on our computers, on our virtual office, and head office ship the product out to the customers. They deal with the payments. They send them emails and to remind them that their product is going to reship, and all of this amazing stuff. So that was one of the things that I loved, especially traveling around Australia. I didn't want to have to buy product and store product or deliver product, which was, you know, time consuming and really cuts into your profit margins. So I love that, and I love that there's no monthly minimums either. So there's no pressure to do a certain amount per month to stay active in the business, which is great. And to get started in this business, it's super cheap as well, $165. Sometimes I wish it was more than that, because people would actually spend a bit more time working on their businesses maybe. But it is really such an ideal business opportunity and available for everyone at that price, which is great. So we are basically just recommending the product to people. Just like if you saw a great movie, you'd recommend it to someone, or if one of your friends is saying, oh, I've got really bad eczema, and you've had great results with eczema like I have and Carlina's family, you wouldn't be much of a friend if you didn't say, hey, this product could work for you. So it's just as easy as that. And as Rach has said, we're in 27 different countries. So you actually can grow your business in 26 different countries if you like, which is awesome. The second way we get paid is our commission. And we call that the beach money, because as you grow your team, you actually make a little bit of money off what your team is doing. So, you know, for me, when I was traveling around Australia, sometimes I had no internet for, you know, a month or 6 weeks at a time. And in that time, I was still getting paid on my existing customers and on what my team was doing, which is really good. It's great to come out the other end and look at your bank account and go, oh, I have some money coming in. That's awesome. And the third way is bonuses. So I just love bonuses. So as a high school teacher, I don't think I ever got a bonus. Maybe I got a box of chocolates from my favourite students at Christmas if I was lucky. But yeah, not many jobs these days offer a bonus, but they're a huge part of what we do. And it's really an incentive if you want to really go for it in the business, and you reach a certain amount of sales by a certain amount of time, then those bonuses are available for you. And it's awesome too, because if your team reached that bonus, then you actually get paid that bonus as well for helping them. So yeah, we get paid for helping people, which is awesome. So, and I guess what we're finding too is there's 3 different types of people who are looking at our business. There's the first type are people who just want to get their product a little bit cheaper. Then the second type are people who like to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month. And then there's the third type who really want to change their lives and create massive freedom, financial freedom for themselves and their family. So wherever you fit in those categories, this would be a great business opportunity for you. So I'm going to hand over now. Who have we got? Michaela, I think you're going to share a bit about your business and how the business is going in your world. Thanks, Michaela. I'll hand over to you.
Thanks, Beck. Yeah, so I came into the business about 11 months ago now. And at the time I was 6 months pregnant with my first child. And I was also working in mining, doing fly in, fly out work as a lab technician. And so naturally, as a about to be new mum, I was in a job that wasn't exactly very family friendly. And if I was to go back to that job, I would have had to spend not just hours at a time away from my son, but weeks at a time. And that was something that I wasn't prepared to do. It's pretty much my worst nightmare. So when I came across this business, it really was everything that I was looking for. It's allowed me to stay home with my son and raise him and not have to worry that we've gone down to a single income. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about what this can be for my family in the future. And I'm really happy that I know that I am never going to have to be away from my son for weeks at a time. And I'm really excited about the rest of our lives. So, yeah, I will hand you over to Jess. I think she's going to do a business share as well and tell you how she's all going. So thanks, Jess.
Thanks, Michaela. I'm just going to share a bit about my story. I came into the business after seeing a post on Facebook. I'm a mum of a 1-year-old and I'm currently on extended maternity leave for my FIFO position. And so the thought of me going back to work was pretty scary, as I'd be away for weeks at a time, and I didn't really want to be leaving my baby, let alone be putting her in full-time daycare either. My husband and I are in a fair bit of financial stress at the moment, and he's working at home, but he's looking at about to start working FIFO again. So ideally, I'd like him to be home with us. I guess this business has given us the opportunity so that he can eventually be home full time and I won't have to go back up north, which is pretty exciting. And really looking forward to what the future holds. Thanks. Beck, I'll hand it back to you.
No worries. Thanks, Jess. So good that you guys are getting back some choices and spending some time with your beautiful kids. Now I've got Carlina as well to just share a little bit about her business. So I'll hand it over to you, Carlina. Come on down.
Thanks, Beck. The business came into my life around the same time as the products, about 10 months ago. And at the time, a lot of that stress was due to financial stress. We have a traditional business in mining, and because of the downturn in mining here in Western Australia, our business wasn't doing so well. So I was looking at the prospect of having to go and get a 9-to-5 job, and I'm a mum of 4 kids and my partner works away. So the thought of getting a job and trying to sort out my life around that just absolutely terrified me. I didn't know how I was going to do it. So when I came across this business, it just made complete sense to me that I could create an income around this craziness that was my life, and I could still be there to do my most important job, which was being a mum. I want to be there for all the drop-offs and pickups and everything else in between. So I jumped on board straight away, and I haven't looked back since. And I know that because of this business, I'm going to be able to bring my partner home for good one day. He won't ever have to work away again. So I'm really excited for what the future holds. So thank you, Beck.
No worries. Thanks, Carlina. Well, it is exciting, and thank you all for sharing your stories. I love in this business that you don't need to be an expert. You can see that we're all from different backgrounds with different skill sets, and actually you don't need any particular skill set. I guess you have to like people, but that's pretty easy. But our leaders really teach us everything that we need to know, and they've created an amazing system that basically, if we just do the system, that ensures our success. So yeah, I'm so excited to be earning money from home in and around my kids, and you've heard tonight so many stories from the other girls of how they're doing that. The kids grow up so fast. It's such a shame not to be around. So I just feel really privileged to have found this. And I'm excited to be building a community of like-minded people. So thank you so much for watching. And I just urge you, if you have any questions, I just urge you to get those questions answered. There are no silly questions. If we don't know the answers, we will find the answers out for you. So the best way to do that is just to reach out to the person that sent you this link and get those questions answered. So who knows, maybe this could be exactly what you've been looking for. So thanks again to everyone who's been part of tonight's event, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Good night.